Of course, we're going to have conversations this morning, as I mentioned, about things happening here on the island of Tobago. And as you are aware, we just came out of Carnival, and the conversation is still very much about the review and the assessment in terms of the success that was declared for Carnival 2024 here on the island of Tobago. So we start our conversation this morning with Miss Marcellin Nedd. She is a band leader here on the island of Tobago, and we're going to go through the review and her experience of Carnival 2024. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning.
Right, so it's a pleasure to have you here on the program this morning as we talk about the recently concluded October Carnival here on the island of Tobago. I know leading up to the event, you highlighted some challenges that you were experiencing and your dissatisfaction with what was happening. Now that the event has taken place, the masqueraders masqueraded, everybody had a good time on the road. And of course, we're hearing so many different stakeholders saying it was an absolute success. We're hearing from the business community it was a success. We're hearing from the Division of Tourism it was a success. We're hearing from masqueraders and band leaders that it was a major success. We're hearing from promoters about the success of the event. So I want to go through with you from where you sit. What was the experience like for you this year?
At first, the buzz was okay, excited. Say, okay, last year was pretty all right. We had an excited time. So I step in for the third time this year. But coming down midway, it started to get challenging. Whereby, your right sponsors and got no response up to today in saying, well, okay, we have received your letter and well, unfortunately, we can't assist or anything like that. But yet and all, I still went through. Getting masqueraders also was very challenging.
So what was the response in terms of getting masqueraders? You're saying getting masqueraders was challenging. What was the response in terms of the capacity of your band being on the road this year for Carnival?
Well, unfortunately, I had really prepared to 300 persons. Mm-hmm. I did not meet that goal.
Can you tell us what your numbers look like?
Well, if I meet 40, I had plenty.
But what do you think was the reason for the numbers being so very low? I mean, you're saying that you're trying to aim for 300, and here you are saying that you got at least 40, and that is a stretch. So what was the reason for that happening where you are concerned? Because I saw some of the other bands on the road, and they had numbers. They had the numbers. So what was the cause in your case?
Well, to tell you the honest truth, like some of the local players that played with my band last year and the year before, their challenge was they did not receive their salaries to play. So I of myself, I'm not giving away my costume because this is not like the National Carnival where you're vying for a prize. You have to make your costume, sell your costume in order to make your money. So that for me was no, I was not.
But were you able to market your band, your presentation to new prospects in terms of inviting new people into your band? Because if you're saying that the people who are used to playing with you or who played with you last year, unfortunately they were not able to play this year, did you make any attempts to market your band to new persons or other persons who might not have probably the first time playing, or they played with another band and they want a different experience?
Well, I took the opportunity with the Tobago Day, because it was only 3 bands went for Tobago Day, so I took the opportunity. I got a few persons from Brooklyn on the Tobago Day. I went on the bus crawl in Trinidad, so I took that opportunity, also gave out flyers. I did Instagram, Facebook. The only thing I did not do for this year was do ads. As I said, it was very challenging because last year I did it on my own with what money that I had, so I did put out ads last year. And then we had the band house that some people gravitated to the band house special that I had. I did all of that this year, but I don't know what went wrong.
Well, it's very unfortunate that you had that experience, but for as I said, from all indications, other band leaders, and just yesterday we spoke with somebody from the Tobago October Carnival Association, and mentioning, of course, the success that came from the carnival itself. So, I'm hoping that for the future editions of the event, you are able to set up your marketing in such a way that you can attract other people. What are you looking forward to going forward when because you're going to start to prepare for 2025? What are the things you would like to see for your specific band, and what are the changes you think you need to make to ensure that you market properly and encourage and invite new members to your band?
Well, on same Sunday, I met a couple of persons who did not play with any band, and they were saying, we played with Fog Angels, we played with Iconic Mass, and we was looking for something different. I said, but it had other bands were on other platforms. Like, for instance, we were on WhatsApp, people were sharing, we were on Instagram, we were on Twitter, and how come you didn't know about other bands? Because when they saw me in my costume, they were, wow, where were you all the time? I said, but we have other bands. There's not only Iconic Mass, Fog Angel. That is nice, but venture to other small bands, because there are small bands like myself were in the same position. So me and my team, we decided that we already know what we going for next year already. So we decided that we are going back to the drawing board, try to pull our resources together, because my sister, which is Lisa Wall, who does City Raw job for Juve, we collaborated together, and we decided here we're going to sit down, put pen to paper, start early, do our photos early, and put ourselves out there. So for Carnival next year, we should be out there promoting our band.
And I do wish you the very best success for next year and for all your other events that you host as a band leader here on the island of Tobago. In closing, is there anything else you want to share with our viewers this morning?
Well, I want to thank the few persons who from Trinidad, Brooklyn, England, who came and, was with Marcellin Nedd and Associate. We had a wonderful time. Yes, the carnival was successful. We had few hiccups. There were people who came to Tobago and had a wonderful time, say that Tobago people was welcoming, and we do hope that they will come again, and this time look to the other small bands to see the excitement that we have to offer.
All right. Thank you so much for coming in this morning and sharing your experience with us. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been speaking with Marcellin Nedd, a band leader here on the island of Tobago, speaking about the October Carnival 2024 that recently concluded. We have to go for a short break before we continue conversations. And when we come back, we speak with Winston Gypsy Peters. Yes. So we do hope that you can stay with us as we go through that conversation. We'll be right back.